How does call forwarding work when you roam to other sites? We'll explore mobility for user Chloe Campbells. Chloe works in the Montreal office and has an extension mobility profile she uses with her work phone in Montreal and for roaming. CIPC for roaming, wireless and desktop phones work the same way, and a remote destination profile for single number reach. We've configured the lines on Chloe's CIPC and extension mobility profile exactly the same. When at her home site or roaming, Chloe can use CIPC or extension mobility, or both, whatever is most convenient. We'll test forwarding when Chloe logs into the Halifax site using extension mobility or roams with CIPC and device mobility. The second thing to remember about roaming. Call forwarding works like at the home site. If Chloe roams to Halifax, then call forwarding still works like at the Montreal site. Otherwise, many of your call forwarding settings would stop working. While roaming in Halifax, can we call forward all Chloe's CIPC to Montreal 36002? Yes, we can. Call forwarding to site abbreviated numbers, extensions, works like at the Montreal site, not the roaming site. While roaming in Halifax, can we call forward all Chloe's CIPC to Halifax number 7751? No. After entering 7751, after a few seconds, we get fast busy. We wait a few seconds because the Montreal 57 extensions are 5 digits. Call forward all Chloe's EM to the 7-digit Halifax number 93100000, configured on all test phones for each area code. Then we call 8-573-6001 to see what happens. Let's keep an eye on the Montreal 57 test phone, which has the same 7-digit number configured. Remember that the same 7-digit number called from 2 different locations, Montreal and Halifax in this case, represent 2 different parties, one in Montreal and one in Halifax. When we call 8-573-6001, we are forwarded to the local Montreal 7-digit number, not the Halifax 7-digit number. Remember, call forwarding works like at the home site. If Chloe roams to Halifax, then call forwarding still works like at the Montreal site. Now call forward all Chloe's EM profile to the 10-digit Montreal local number 9-514-460-0000. When Chloe's EM profile is forwarded to the 10-digit Montreal local number 9-514-460-0000, forwarding works. Now call forward all Chloe's EM profile to the 10-digit Halifax local number 9-902-238-0000. We can only enter the first 7 digits, and the line is forwarded to this 7-digit number. When at the Halifax site, call forwarding for Chloe still works like at the home site. Entries for 7 and 10-digit patterns route to Montreal local numbers. In Montreal, there is no 902 local area code. If you try configuring 902.238.0000 as a forwarding destination, the first 7 digits will be taken as a 7-digit local number. When we try to forward Chloe's EM profile to the long-distance number 91722555000, we get fast busy. That's because our call forwarding calling search space is restricted to local numbers. We'll change that for testing. When Chloe's EM profile is forwarded to the long-distance number 91722555000, forwarding works. The call routes out the Montreal gateway. When Chloe's EM profile is forwarded to the international number 90116980000, forwarding works. The call routes out the Halifax gateway. Let's test Mobile Connect. Chloe's cell phone, 514-460-0000, is configured as her remote destination, and she has roamed to Halifax. When we dial 8-573-6001, the CIPC line will ring, and then the Montreal local line, 9-514-460-0000, Chloe's cell phone, will also ring. Mobile Connect works like at the Montreal site. When roaming to another site, there are only 2 things to know. Calling works like at the roaming site. If Chloe roams to Halifax, then all calling, including from speed dials and call lists, works like at the roaming site, Halifax. Call forwarding works like at the home site for all conditions. If Chloe roams to Halifax, then all call forwarding works like at the Montreal site. Mobile Connect behaves like call forwarding. It doesn't matter how you are roaming with extension mobility, soft phones, or desktop phones. Everything works like this. This is the end of dial-planned end-user training, or your Cisco phone, calling, forwarding, and mobility. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.